The first thought I had when I entered my room at the Hub by Premier Inn was how eerily similar it looked to my old university room where I lived at 6-7 years ago. And the similarities are really uncanny. And that was actually one of the main reasons why this room was so endearing to me, even though I was staying in it for just one night. Let's go through what you get for your money. First of all, this is an overall scope of the room. You've got a bed over here, you've got a TV. That TV is actually quite interesting. You've got a nice window, which doesn't really offer you much of a view, but it's a bit of natural light. You've got a mirror and a wardrobe that's fairly open plan. You've got a hairdryer, which I actually need to use because my hair takes ages to dry. You've got a bottle opener here that says cheers on it. That's just another small thing that I quite liked because I get easily amused. Coat hangers, and then here's your main door, which you saw me go through a couple of moments ago. And you can lock it from the inside if you wish, and I recommend you do, just in case somebody decides to try and enter your room, although they actually can't because they would need a specific key card to get in. And then here you've got your heater and air conditioning, so you can alter that as you wish. And then through here you have your bathroom, which I forgot to shut the door before I started this, but essentially you've got your shower here, which is all nice and easy to use. You got the toilet, you know, all the stuff you would expect in a bathroom, soap. And then in the shower you've also got shampoo and body wash in there, so you don't necessarily need to bring all the essentials with you. You do have some of them provided. And then down here, if I shut the door for a moment, you've got your towel rail here, so you can hang all your towels when you've finished using them. You've got, you know, all your regular bathroom stuff. I don't need to explain how a bathroom works, but in here, this is where your bin is. So if you have any rubbish, obviously you put it in here, because otherwise there's nowhere else for the bin to really go. And before I leave, you can actually see your room from the bathroom as well, which is quite nice, and vice versa. When you're in your room, you can actually see the bathroom. And then here's the door. It's quite a interesting door. Don't really see many of these, but there you go. And yes, if you are with people, you can lock it from the inside as well. Now let's get on to the main room itself. As I said earlier, this layout almost matches what my old university room was like. It's actually really scary that way. But here's your bed, and the first thing you'll notice is a nice panel behind the pillows, and I'll go through those in a bit because I just want to cover this first of all. But you've got your bed here. It doesn't come with it fully made up. You have to make your bed yourself, which is, you know, perfectly fine. The only problem I did have was the quilt and the sheets were quite creased, and no matter what I did, it just remained creased. Even shaking it didn't really do anything. So this is how it looks. It's a dreadful mess, I know, but it's the best I could do under the circumstances. Underneath, if I move the sheets off and the quilt, you've got a place where you can store all your luggage. So if you've got suitcases, if you've got bags, you can put them under here. You can put shoes under here. So that's quite convenient in a way. And then here you've got a drawer. So as an example, yes, I went to the Lego store because I'm in London. Why would I not go there? And I did buy quite a bit, probably more than I should have done. But if you have more bags, if you have stuff that you need to store away, you can put it in this drawer. The only thing I don't get about this room is this little bit here. There's a gap that serves no purpose whatsoever as far as I can tell. I have no clue why this is here. And you get a bottle provided when you first enter the room, and it comes with "Take me, I'm yours," and that's an offer I don't normally get very often, but as you can see, I've already drunk it because the bottle is in a state right now, but you get that provided when you enter the room, so that's quite nice. And your bed sheets and your quilt and everything, they're wrapped up inside this, which says, if I move this over, let's spend the night together. Again, an offer I don't normally get very often. And I've just realised, leaning on this, you can actually move this. So if I push this along, oh, that's why the gap's a bit pointless. Right, so you could actually get more in there if you really wanted to. If you needed something to easily access, you could put it in there. That's quite cool, actually. I didn't realise that until I just started recording this. Now, the panel over here is really cool, and this is something that really differentiates the Hub by Premier Inn from the regular Premier Inns that I've stayed at. What you can do with this, if I sit down for a moment, is you have the whole room's controls at your fingertips. So as you can see, it's just lit up because it knows I'm around. So you can alter the temperature of the room. So if you see here, it's going up, or should be going up, there you go. And as you go up, it gets more red, and then the buttons go more blue if you decrease the temperature, which is quite nice. You can turn the fan on and off, you can adjust the lights, you can adjust the overall room of how you want it to be portrayed. So if you don't want to be disturbed, you can tell the staff that you don't want to be disturbed. Now, one cool thing about this, if I scroll back a bit, is how you can alter the lights. So you can turn them on and off depending, and it's probably better if I put in the footage I recorded the previous night when it was much darker, so you could get an overall sense of how this works. But you can alter the lights to your heart's content. And then if you go all the way over here, I tried experimenting with these earlier today. These are, again, the lights that you've just experienced, but you can change them for reading purposes, and you can change them for an overall balanced view, I guess. This was a really nice feature that I would like to see more often. It's actually really cool. Here you've got pop art showing off London. It's very pop artish. It's got a whole bunch of places in London, loads of landmarks highlighted, and you can get a really nice view of what London has to offer you. And then here you've got another mains plug, you've got another area for plugging things in, another charger if you only have a USB cable. The TV is so cool as well. When I first entered this room, this was already on, and it says, hey, your name, and I thought that was a really nice feature. It's really cheesy, but to be honest, my own TV at home doesn't say hi to me, so this just felt really cool. It tells you what room you're in, and it also tells you what the temperature is. And you can do whatever you want with this TV. You can watch regular TV, so if you press OK, it goes back to regular TV if you exit it, like so. And I won't play this for very long, because no doubt I will get copyright claims on it. And the camera is really struggling to focus, but your TV says hi to you. This is the main reason why you should stay at this hotel, other than the panel behind your bed that you can control the lights and you can control everything else. A TV saying hi to you is just, it's a small thing, but it's cool. And then here's your view, which is probably the most lackluster part of the overall experience. It doesn't really offer you much. It's not very good. And compared to my university view, this is actually weaker, because when I was at university, the windows were more centered and you had a desk here. So if you wanted to bring a PC or anything in here, I wouldn't recommend it, because there's nowhere to put it particularly. But yeah, there you go. I mean, obviously you can bring a laptop and a tablet, that's not a problem, but that's fine. And you've also got a seat here, which I've covered up because my stuff's on it. But there you go. That's my room, and I'm about to run out of space on the camera because I've only got 10 minutes recording on a Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus, which is really annoying. But there you go, that's the room. That's what you get for staying at the Hub by Premier Inn in Covent Garden in London. And if you want to stay here, if you need to stay somewhere close, I highly recommend this place.